Hey everyone, it's Weston, the artist behind Marking Time, Empire Arts Gallery's March-April 2021 exhibition. As we move closer to the closing event on April 30th, we wanted to make this video to go into some more detail about the work and give a bit of the gallery experience. This show contains 4 intersecting groups of work spanning 8 years. Each piece is a repository of verbal and sense memories tied to a specific time and place. Most are made with repurposed packing paper, receipt paper, or sticky notes pulled from various situations I've been in during that time. This first drawing, Apparition of a Fading Life, is about fragile identity. We may take our memory of who we've been for granted until a moment when we realize we're not who we thought we were. From there, choosing who we'll be may require navigating the self-doubt and false starts at the root of number 2, hesitation. Number 3, Out for a Walk Under a New Moon, shows the profile of a figure walking alone at night, empty but centered and charged with potential. Number 4 is Red Moon, 3 figures drawn out from the snow by a large, shimmering moon that appeared suddenly while I was drawing. It reminds me to remain open to serendipitous beauty. Number 5, entitled Precious. With this I wanted to give a feeling of intimate focus and care, of treasuring the people closest to our hearts. Number 6, Snowfield, is meant to evoke semi-content isolation and somewhat sweet loneliness, cold, damp, and quiet. Number 7, TV Release, is a drawing done while watching TV as a way to work through excess energy and agitation. It reminds me of watching the news with my partner during the beginning of the pandemic. Number 8, Finishing Touch, is about finding your center and knowing what you want. It was finished with a single touch of white ink after weeks at the edge of completion. Number 9, Shimmer, is about seeking beauty in daily life. It's a balled up piece of paper, soaked, unfolded, and dried. I would work on number 10, Warmth, as a way to find my way to a calm, comfortable place. It reminds me of quiet moments at home. The figure in number 11, Uplift, was drawn the moment my previous partner and I split up. I filled the rest of the page with small, upward pointing marks, immersing the figure in a shimmering field. Number 12, Trunk Aged, was forgotten in the trunk of my car for several months, eventually pulled out and finished with heavy black ink. Number 13, Fire, was started in May 2020. Eventually the paper wore thin from mistreatment and began to disintegrate. This pair shows different aspects of personal agency and limitations. Hold a Charge Released to Fire on the left shows a confident projection of energy, while Cold Indifference on the right shows a pair of hands grasping for help that will never come. Number 16 on the right is Toxic Bloom, and it's a meditation on environmental neglect and destruction. A flower is covered with reflective crust. On the left, Marking Time is filled from top to bottom, with marks made in time with music. It reminds me of the time I spent living in Decatur. Number 18 is Recollected Background Noise. Something about these details transports me to a chair outside Little Five Pizza, watching people in the plaza on a warm afternoon. Number 19, Searching in the Dark. Small changes to the receipt soaking process would sometimes have surprising effects. Number 20, Midnight Reflection. I see lights reflecting off a wet street at night through an old, thick window. Number 21 is Diamond. Piece of paper, folded up, soaked, dried, and unfolded. Number 22 is Grid, another soaked receipt abstraction. I really enjoy making these because I never know exactly how they're going to turn out. Number 23, Lattice, is shot through with teal, like a vine after some rain. Number 24, Moss Meditation, has more of a rock-like density, lending the teal a mossy aspect. Number 25, Exhaustion, hangs above the wall of sticky notes. The snake is stretched thin. The humidity won't let up, so it turns inward, trying to muster the energy to push forward. I drew these sticky notes while working in a call center. The work was repetitive, with a long train and bus commute. Drawing helped me to focus enough to be on the phone all day, and it was a way to get some fulfillment out of the job. Looking back, I feel like I made positive use of time that could have easily been surrendered to apathy and frustration. One of the things I love about the sticky notes is the way that quick doodles, offhand notes, and idle scribbling are reinforced and strengthened by full textured backgrounds and other more deliberate figures. Because of how these were started and created, I was often surprised by the results. Number 31, Another New Day, shows the sun shining. It's a beautiful day, but you're unable to connect with the warmth. There's wasted potential, one day after the next. Number 32, Focus, reminds me of that Dali quote about an artist focusing intently on a pear in the midst of chaos. Number 33, Growth. Something has come out of this person's face, leaving behind a few plants. Number 34, Isolation. Number 35, On the Road, is some kind of trippy apocalyptic highway scene. The sky's been torn open, and the highway is sucked into the horizon. Number 36, Questionnaire. My job was to walk people through surveys and interpret their answers. This sticky note shows a person actively interpreting incoming information. Number 37, Echo Chamber. Sometimes it's hard to make room for your thoughts. Number 38, Fun in the Sun, shows some people enjoying themselves on a sunny day. Number 39, Overactive Imagination. The density and oddly structured space in this one reminds me of medieval illuminations or a certain kind of metal album cover. Number 40 shows some distracting thoughts. I would work on number 41, Filling Time, when I didn't have energy to focus on the others. You can see an obscured figure, two small intersecting grids, and a few blades of grass. Number 42, Attracting Flies. It's like a wireframe pig pen. Number 43, Show Up, was one of my first sticky note drawings. It's somebody who looks like he just arrived and he's brought some people with him. Number 44, Can You Email, is a coworker's unfinished note and the beginning of a drawing locked in with 3 solid layers of ballpoint ink. Keeping It Together, number 45, shows one of those moments when you're juggling too many things and just trying to make it far enough before you drop things. Number 46, Self-Suppression, shows someone who's locked themselves down and is straining under pressure. Number 47, Underground, looks to me like a cross-section of the Earth, one of those old scientific etchings. Number 48, Nocturnal Mammal. The dotted figure with 2 circles at the bottom left has always looked like a possum to me, frozen in the yard. Number 49, Arrival. It's a pretty fancy outfit. Number 50 is Untitled. The hollow yellow form reminds me of those de Chirico paintings where he shows collections of objects in sparse landscapes. There's a little scribble at the left. Number 51 is Volcano. I love the way the vibrating dots contrast with the empty yellow spaces in this. They're cordoned off by lines that have only been partially reinforced. And number 52 is Radiating Form. I experience my drawing practice as a constant, inexorable flow, and it really means a lot to me when people connect with the work. To me, those connections are evidence that even at our most intimate and individual levels, we still share common traits, and that by working to understand ourselves, we can better connect with each other. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody at the closing event this Friday, April 30th. And thank you again to Empire Arts Gallery for giving me an opportunity to share this work. I've really enjoyed the time having it up here. So take care, everybody. Have a good one.